Right. My grandmother used to watch football sometimes, and I got into it because of her, but I was never into her team because she is a Spaniard. A real Spaniard.
Well, that kind of sounds racist.
Uh, no, it's not racist at all. However, all the Spaniards that I have ever known has been racist.
Towards you?
No, towards everybody. If you do not know how my grandmother reacted or how my supposed sister reacted when they had the finals over there in Barcelona, my my supposed sister did the Chinese thing, or making their eyes like that towards a bunch of Japanese players.
Oh, I
You
see.
remember that part?
Oh, well, no, I don't remember that part, but I am like, oh, I see how that works.
They did that to the other team as well. The actual players did that to the team of in Japan. So, as you can see, I have always hated racism of any kind, even when it was my grandmother who did that.
Uh, well,
However, I'm older. I respect people's races, culture, and all that stuff. However, a bunch of that type of things can slip out of my mouth.
yeah, we'll just leave it at that. But the only thing I can say is that, I know some people can really get under your skin, but once you get past that, you have to realize what they really are.
Okay.
But, I mean, that's what I would do, but, uh, let's see. Um,
Pero nunca sabía que si es que ibas a saber eso.
exactly.
La mala cosa es que sí hablan muchos de los españoles. Y la mala cosa es que tú no sabías eso porque tú estás hablando más de mexicano, ¿verdad?
See? Well, I mean, I don't speak Spanish all that well, but yeah, that's one thing about Ryoko that you probably may not have known is that she can speak very fluent Spanish, and I think that's a really unique talent.
おはようごめんなさい。一緒の手いくらい。
And Japanese?
ほのなら行きような。ポストはなおな。一緒にピて、これだぞ。時々かまない。一緒に。
I would not know. I'm speechless, and I'm usually not one for a loss of words, but I am.
But I've been speaking many languages before. I'm just not fluent. I'm not fluent in Japanese. However, it's really weird to hear Japanese.
Yeah, well, hey, I didn't realize you were that talented with what you could say, but it's like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Nah. Uh, my first language is English, but since my grandfather was British German,
Yeah.
his English was different from the American one.
All right.
And I had to learn from him throughout the whole time. And when I actually spoke it when I was in kindergarten, everyone made fun of me.
Mm. Oh well.
However, I also spoke Spanish because I was the medium of my grandmother and my grandfather, because my grandmother only spoke Spanish and learned very little English.
Oh wow.
But the reason my grandfather was in love with my grandmother was because she is beautiful. And that's about it. Her personality is that of a is that of what can I call a wild beast?
Oh God. Wow. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot more than I would have thought to have gotten. In fact, this interview has been more than I thought it was going to be.
But yeah, my grandmother was never nice or had that feeling of niceness. However, they did get married, but it was mostly because my grandmother was interested in my grandfather because my grandfather had money.
Yeah, that's probably one of the wrong reasons you. That's one of the reasons you should not get married is for money.
But that's okay because my grandfather fell in love with her at first sight only because of beauty.
Well, I suppose I shouldn't blame him, but at the same time, and this goes back to something I want to mention is that when you do marry, it has to be for the right reasons. You can't just marry some guy or some girl that you only like for their appearance or you like for their money. Those are the two reasons you should never get married. I don't care like what creed or what skin color you are, or even just what kind of personal, like what kind of personality you have. If you don't, you have to love people for them and not for what they have.
Here's the thing, even though you say that, they got along great only because my grandmother didn't speak English and my grandfather did speak some Spanish to an extent of knowing what she says sometimes, but they're mostly in a nowhere conversation.
Oh wow.
However, it's been okay.
Well, I'm just glad that it worked out at some point. So,
They
um,
did love each other. I know for a fact they did love each other. They can always put up a front on that my grandfather loved her more and stuff like that. But my grandmother cried a lot when he passed away and always blamed me of his death. So you know that then she actually loved him a lot, even though she didn't show any emotion towards that upbringing. Her crying and then dying of a broken heart is something that usually never should have happened.
yeah, I don't know what. I mean, I'm at a loss for that one. So I don't know what else to say other than, well, it was good while it lasted, but I can't say anything more than that.
Uh,
But let's see, I'm trying to think of other stuff to talk about, but um, I guess the only thing I could ask is, how are you doing, and or rather, what are you doing on your channel as of right now? And that, especially for those who have never heard from you. Um,
well, right now I'm doing Hearthstone, which is dumb, and I am doing uh, Sushi Cat. But the thing is, right now, I can't do crud because my monitor burnt out and just got demolished.
so you can't even see me?
No, I have a laptop right now.
Oh,
Uh, I'm using my old laptop, and you know that because I said so.
oh, right. I forgot about that. But still, it's good to know that you still play games and that you're still here. And also, I thank you for the conversations we've had in the past. I do want to say thank you for that.
Well, usually my conversations go into a gutter, and then you get embarrassed.
Well, yeah, but you're doing the best you can not to embarrass me, but not to say that I wanted to be embarrassed or not want to be embarrassed. But I'm just saying, but I do thank you for the talks that we have had, and and just having fun with and we do have fun playing what is it, Town of Salem.
Yes, we do, even though I have invited you so many times and you ignored me.
Oh well, that's because I had my Skype off, so I didn't. I'm sorry, that was my fault, but still.
It was not on Skype that I asked you.
Oh,
I asked you on freaking TOS.
on what?
I asked you on Town of Salem itself.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I was in a stream like on Twitch, and I was invited to them, and I'm sorry, I didn't. I'll,
Boo. At least tell us about it, damn it.
well, okay, I'll be honest. When I went to to the stream, it was actually on the spur of the moment. I did not plan in advance because if I did, I probably would have mentioned it. In fact, I didn't even know that Town of Salem could be streamed. I didn't realize it could be done that way. But if I hear anything and if I know anything in advance, I'll let you know.
Okay, cool, cool.
Yeah, you, Rock, or whoever else is interested in playing like Town of Salem. That is provided I'm not too busy myself, but still, I do want to thank you for all the times that we did play. And the same thing with Cards Against Humanity, which is again not a game that you should play if you are very very uptight. No, no,
And
seriously.
we always invite you though,
Yeah, thank you.
because your reactions are one of the goldenest thing ever.
Yeah, I do have. Yeah, just. I still can't believe I'm like, am I really saying this? Like, these are things I would never say outside of a game of Town of Salem. It's just crazy, or not Town of Salem. Sorry,
Cards Against Humanity.
Cards Against Humanity. Yeah, but still, what can I say?
Half the time you don't even want to say it. You go,
Well,
ah!
yes, of course. But that's just me being me. I mean, I'm not trying to manufacture anything. I'm like that is actually me just cringing. Hang on a second. Hang on a moment.
Sure. And this is where I wait for TehJew, because he waited so much for me and stuff like that. How you guys is doing? I'm just over here filling in the blank and stuff, because stuff and stuff and stuff.
Okay. Well, sadly, I'm afraid I'm afraid I am gonna have to wrap this up. Sadly, but so with that said, I do want to say thank you for being on the show.
You're welcome.
And at least I can put this off my bucket list of people that I want to interview. And you've been on that list for quite some time. I just didn't know how we were going to do it, but I'm just thankful because of
We didn't do
Ryocko.
it.
Well, I meant the interview, I mean! Son of a... See, this is again another example of how messed up Ryocko can be. But then again, I've known this for quite some time. But no. I've always wanted to do an interview with Ryocko for quite some time, but I didn't know what to do. But thanks to Rockhawk, very very special thanks to him for teaching me how to use Camtasia Studio to the fullest extent in terms of recording these type of things. But I just want to say thank you for being on the show.
And I already said you're welcome and stuff like that.
Sorry.
So we should try to end this thing. Should I do my outro? And you think you do yours?
Yeah, you can do your outro first, so go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, bosses, for coming over here. If you like this video, leave a like. If you dislike this video, leave a dislike. Comments, please. Subscribe today and become a boss and join the Boss Nation. Have a great day, night, evening, afternoon, whatever the fuck you're into, and I'll see you in the next video.
Okay. Yeah, that's usually what she would say, but anyway. Ryocko?
Yes?
Have a good day.
Okay.
God bless you.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. But no, really. Have a good, God bless you. And best of luck in all of your future endeavors.
Yeah, hopefully.
I really hope you do. I really hope you do. But for everybody else, this is TehJew22 and
Ryocko.
signing off, saying goodbye. And I don't know who my next guest is going to be, but whoever it is, I hope to get him on the show. But until then, have a good one, everybody. Say,
Laters.
all right.